Do I have any research on workplace bullying? Oh boy, do I. In this video, I'm going to give you examples of research from The Bully at Work. This is a book by Namey and Namey, and a lot of the research that I talk about on here is behind the academic firewall, but this isn't. This is just the cost of a book, and they also have a lot of free resources online from the Workplace Bullying Institute, so I highly recommend them. But let's talk about this question. In their research around the world, most bullies are bosses. They say there are two reasons that people are bullies. One, because they can, and two, because the work environment condones it. And this is why they argue that employers are responsible for workplace bullying, because their research shows that when people report bullying or it's observed or whatever, most employers do nothing about it. And in the US, we're one of the few developed countries that doesn't have an anti-bullying law. The only way you can sue for that is if you're part of a protected group and you can prove that the bullying was specific to being a member of the protected group, and that is very difficult to do. But a lot of work cultures have this idea of a zero-sum game, that there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. Personally, I call this the sports team mindset, where somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, and it's that either or binary thinking that you hear me talk about all the time. So they create environments that are cutthroat, where there's not enough promotions, not enough pay. There's this idea of scarcity, even though we see record profits going on all the time, right? And so people stab each other in the back trying to get to the top, and then they're not penalized. And they say their research finds that targets of bullying tend to be people who have a very strong work ethic and care a lot about the world and others. They are people who want to feed the hungry, take care of the sick, change the world, teach, underprivileged children. Like, they're the people who want to do what they don't just want to do their job. Like, they have a strong work ethic, but they also want to contribute positively to society. And because of that, they're not caught up and on the political games and the backstabbing, and they become open to being a bullying target at work. And that doesn't mean it is not the target's fault. It's never the target's fault. It's the bully's fault. And this book argues, these researchers argue, it's also the organization's fault for creating that environment. Consider how workers interpret employers' responses. When positive consequences follow bullying, the bullies are emboldened. Promotions and rewards are explicitly positive, but it is also positive when bullies are not punished. Bullies who bully others with impunity become convinced that they can get away with it forever. Bullying becomes part of the culture and the way things are done around here. And that's why usually your bullies at work are your boss.